Alrighty, what's up, y'all? Spencer K here, and I'm back on the nuclear tech map Earth thing. We still don't have a name for it. It's that Earth twice, but that's kind of the emphasis. It's the Earth. So, for those of you who have not seen this series, it is over. We have officially retired the series. The survival aspect of this world is done. I am on a copy of the world, so the original survival world is still there. I just wanted to make a copy, fly around in creative, explore some stuff, learn some stuff, and then tinker around with some stuff. That turned into me actually building and kind of expanding the world, which is pretty cool. I was messing with some furniture. I'm not sure what house here. It's been a couple of weeks since I was last on this world, but maybe my house or something. Maybe up here. Nope, every room I'm looking through is just barren. Now maybe this is it. I don't know. But I was messing with some furniture. I was messing with some detail stuff, like just these little rocks here, these little paths. It's supposed to be a path, but I thought they looked good as rocks to make the beach look a little bit rocky. Yeah, there's actually trampolines you can jump on. I was just kind of messing around with everything, and it turned into me building a lot of stuff, actually. I'm going to go ahead and open up the map here, and this is San Diego. So I think one thing I did do is I put villagers in every house to try to mess with the mending, because one thing I couldn't get in the series was a mending book. So I think I was trying to mess with villagers, but you can see all these houses, all these little green things here, the little green dots, those are a villager. And there's 3 to 4 per house, which is kind of neat. But I also worked on expanding San Diego a little bit. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this whole parking lot here is new, as well as I think I went and built a couple of buildings or started a couple of buildings. We'll go over, oh gosh, the lag, man. Holy cow, the frame droppage. But we'll go over here and check that out first. Uh, but I thought, why don't we continue this world as like a creative city world, creative Earth world? Because the only reason we stopped playing this is because modded materials stopped spawning. So to continue this world in survival, it just really wasn't possible. We were going to run out of modded materials, modded ores, modded structures really quick, in like a couple of months, really. I didn't see a future for the world. I can't get a hold of the owner of this mod to see if they're going to fix it or what. So I went ahead and canceled the survival aspect, but this is a perfectly good world. The world still functions. It spawns in the Earth, uh, just the Earth. Like it doesn't have any modded stuff, but it's a vanilla version of Minecraft. Just it's still spawning the Earth. So we have LA right here. You can see this is the LA landscape. Down here where I am now is San Diego. You can see Coronado Island here, where I built most of my houses. I mean it's spawning the Earth properly on the, I think it's a 1 to 24 or 1 to 32 scale, whatever I originally chose. It's been so long. It's been 5 years. It's been over 5 years since I created this world. No, not over, just under 5 years. But this world's old, so I can't remember that detail. But I mean, we could still explore Earth, and we could still build stuff around Earth, and we could still do that type of stuff in a creative aspect. Once again, the survival is exactly as is when I retired it. I probably won't touch that again, just out of respect for the world, But I'm thinking we could start a series here where we just build stuff in creative. I used to do that on the Xbox One and Xbox 360, where I used to build cities all the time. So, what's better than building a city or multiple cities on the planet Earth? I'm not going to rebuild cities, 1 to 1 from real life. I'm going to do my own take on cities, build them where I want to and whatnot. Like, I'll try some of the major ones like Seattle, Portland, uh, I would say San Francisco, LA, and San Diego. Like those types of cities, absolutely, I'll give it my best shot. Maybe recreate some buildings and structures from there. At least the geography will be the same, I guess. Where the city is built will be the same. The actual structures won't be the same, if that makes sense. But one thing I wanted to focus on today, and I will show you what I have been doing. It's kind of mind numbing, and it is a little boring, but it's just something to pass the time while I watch YouTube videos, I guess, or do this while watching YouTube videos to pass the time, as I've been expanding the road. So if you watch this old series, I've been building all this in San Diego. And while there are a few new city buildings up here, I did a little bit with the neighborhood in Coronado. And then down here, the storage facilities. I'll get to those in a second, but I have 2 storage facilities down here. Technically almost 3 now, because I built another little thing there. But I went ahead and over at my nuclear tech facility, I started building roads like a madman, because one thing I really wanted to do in this world, if we were still doing it in survival, is build roads to pretty much everywhere with concrete dust or concrete powder and then turning it into actual concrete. But I was going to build roads from the East Coast to the West Coast. I really wanted to do like a Manifest Destiny, but in reverse, I guess, because I'm starting in the Western Coast, so I'd be working my weeks. But I'd be wanting to do that in this world. And so I started to do it in creative mode just to kind of see you know, how feasible it is. And it's actually really, really feasible. Now, starting off here, I have my nuclear tech facility, which I was talking about. I went and finished up the airport there, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a wall around this because this is supposed to be like a military base, so I was going to put a fence around that. So that's why there's two roads here. But this more southern road here, I want to connect all the way from San Diego, which would be right here. And you can see it ends right here. I want to connect it all the way over. Maybe not to the East Coast. I don't know if this one's going to make it all the way to the East Coast, but I wanted to go all the way at least to like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. And so far, I have gotten it pretty deep into Arizona. Now, I don't know specifically where this is in Arizona, but it's a really, really pretty change in biome. Uh, the Grand Canyon is up north here somewhere. I'd have to kind of explore my way. Yeah, this way. Nope, not even. Not even. We are still a ways from... I don't know why it's lagging so much. But here we go. If I follow this road I was working on, this road I'm trying to get up to the Grand Canyon, but if I follow this river all the way up here somewhere, I can get it to the Grand Canyon. And for sure, that's in Arizona. Here it is. Here's the Grand Canyon. So if you haven't seen the series and you haven't seen the Grand Canyon in this world, this is it. Really, really, really cool. And it's not even all of it. It is a majority of it for sure. I went and got a ton, but you can see it's still kind of continuing here a little bit. I just got tired of exploring. But I want to essentially connect this road, San Diego, to the road that goes to the Grand Canyon, to the road that goes to Texas. And then this road will one day, hopefully, I'll make a highway that goes all the way up north through LA, through San Francisco, through Portland, through Seattle. But right now I'm kind of working east-west here. But the big problem is San Diego's not connected to anything at all. You can see the furthest south the road goes is right here. And that is actually it. This is San Diego. Downtown San Diego's not even connected to Coronado because I haven't even finished the Coronado Bridge yet. So we have a lot of roads to build there. Meanwhile, out here in the desert, which I believe this is the Salton Sea, I have a Techtopian village here that I've been working on, which is another thing I put a lot of work into. Actually, I probably put most of my time into this Techtopian village. I'm trying to see how big a Techtopian village can really get. How many villagers, how many structures. Just I'm pushing this one to its limits. I'm also tinkering around. I was messing. I gave him a couple of missile silos and helicopter pads just because I was bored. But we got an oil refinery that I messed with a little bit here. And I have somewhere, and that's right here, is our mob facility. I guess our mob grinder, which I don't even know if I've worked on, but I should work on that. But we've definitely worked on our military base here a little bit. And then the big one is the roads. I put a lot of time into the roads. I think today we're going to go ahead and explore all the new stuff, but, whoops, I can't have caps on. Can't have caps on. Here we go. There we go. Time set day. I'm going to go ahead and explore all the new stuff to kind of update you on what I've been working on, like the storage facility, the Techtopian village, and then the nuclear tech factory area, military base. But I want to connect San Diego to that other highway, the other desert roads, I guess you can call it, or the highway system. I don't know what you want to call it, road system, something like that. But with this storage facility, I haven't done a whole lot to it yet. I mean, there's no purpose to these buildings anymore. The only reason I built these buildings was for survival mode, so I can get 10 backpacks worth of material and just dump it off at one of these buildings. This one's for like food items here, and it's backed up actually. It's not even working anymore, but from whenever I last used it. But this one's for blocks, that one's for food and like plant stuff. And the whole goal was I can drop 10 backpacks off. They're going to empty themselves in a way. And then, when I'm ready to do adventure again, I can come back, pick up the empty backpacks, and go on an adventure. Obviously, that's it's not really working, is it? But I did build this one a little bit in creative mode just out of... I wanted to finish it. There's no purpose for it now. I mean, I can't use it. But I did want to build it just out of spite because I can't use it. Now, this orange building, once again, really no purpose. Yeah, this armor is a little bit loud, and I am in creative, so I don't need it. But this building was going to be like a factory for baking, I think it was. I actually can't remember what I was going to use it for. It had something to do with the kitchens. Yeah, I built a bunch of kitchens in here. How can I get in here without getting in trouble? Is that going to be possible? Maybe right here? Here? I don't know. I don't see a door. I guess I didn't make a way in. Am I just dumb? Was it through the garage? Maybe it was through the garage down there. And it is through this back door if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yep. I think these are the elevators. One of these is the elevator. Here we go. So now you jump, second floor, and I think this will do. Yep, a fully functional kitchen in here. I got all the knickknacks I got all the, you know, the cow in a jar, and I got the shelf. Oh, the shelf is a little wonky here, I guess. But yeah, I guess this is going to be the place to like mass produce food if we were still in survival mode. Obviously, we are not still in survival mode, so we can't do that. But that's kind of what these buildings are. I guess I was bored and out of spite wanted to build some buildings that would help me in survival mode. Once again, even if the mod gets fixed and we go back to this world in survival for whatever reason, I'm going to go back to the actual survival copy. I will not be using this creative copy. Just think I need to make that clear because someone's like, oh, you're just going to cheat. Nope, don't cheat. I don't like doing spawning stuff in creative mode and then playing in survival. It's just boring to me. It's like, why not just build a creative city if you're just going to do all that? But here's where the road ends in San Diego. Now, this is where I want to connect into with that other highway system. I think first we're going to go explore the Techtopian village and the nuclear tech facility. Just to kind of show you guys what I have done up there. But we will come back and connect this road, and I'll talk about it then. But other than that, there's really nothing that has changed in San Diego. I showed you guys downtown. I showed you the storage facilities. I have not gone up to LA or San Francisco since turning this world to creative. I just haven't felt the need to. You know, shout out to myself. This whole stretch of road was done in survival mode. If you didn't catch, I don't know what episode it was, but one of the early episodes of the Nuclear Earth Tech Map series, mod, whatever. It's this whole neighborhood and road was built in survival mode. So that was a lot of work, and you can see it's not perfect because I was low on materials. It was early on too, so shout out to me, man. But let's go ahead and go to our Techtopian desert here. That's what I named it, Techtopian desert. So, like I said, I really wanted to see how far I could push this village. I don't know how many villages we have exactly, but we do have I don't know how many villagers we have exactly, but we have a ton. I don't want to say we're knocking on the door of 100, but we could be knocking on the door of 100. I mean, look at this. Look at these guys. They're going to work. And look at all these guys. Oh my goodness, they're still going. I think we're over 100 villagers. I really do. And we got a ton of farmers. They're working their buns off, man. We got the bar right here where they go at night when they're ready to rest. We got another bar over there. We got another bar over there. Yes, I am using, right here, World Edit. It's been helping me a ton. Since it's a creative world, who cares? I've gone around and I copied those buildings over to there. And, you know, it's just, I'm seeing how far I can really push this village. I know I've said that a few times, but I finished this parking lot in... I don't know if I finished this parking lot in survival or creative, to be honest with you. I can't remember. I do know... No, I had to have done it in creative. I don't think I would have done this in survival. Yeah, there's no way I did this in survival. But that building's definitely creative. It's like a visiting center for the village. This is how you get into the village officially. And I turned this little pyramid into like a museum here. That's what all the fences are for. And then you can go in and it's all torched up and no more booby traps. And it's supposed to be like an ancient ruin, you know, museum type of deal. I thought it was neat. This is supposed to be a restricted zone. So I put the fence around it and all these little mines because in here is basically the elephant's foot at Chernobyl. This is like the most radioactive fucking thing in this world. And funny enough, it's right next to the Techtopian village. So I feel bad, but I made sure to put protection around it. Hopefully they don't get too nosy and explore over there, right? But I have done a lot of building in this village. I don't know what structure specifically I did in survival versus creative, but you know, I've added street lamps, which was definitely a creative thing. I went through and I'm sure some of these buildings back here were creative. Down here's the mine shaft, so if they ever want to go mining, they just walk down there and they can go mining. We got our school right here. You can see all of our teachers and our students. We got some great students here, wonderful students. They are doing a great job. They're going to grow up and be wonderful workers one day. Straight to the mines. Straight to the mines. All the kids want a coal mine. That's what they told me, I swear. But yeah, we got a nice tree farm here. Obviously, some of this was in creative. I learned the hard way. You have to put cobblestone above it. Otherwise, some of the modded trees will spawn and get too tall and the villagers can't mine it. And then they'll just be floating trees and the farm won't work as well. So that's why the cobblestone's up here. Obviously, I flattened this area out. If back in the actual series, there's a pretty big hill here. World Edit makes it so easy. That was wonderful. But like I said, I'm just pushing the village to see how far I can. I'm seeing how big I can make the village. Pushing it to see what the limits are. We got another blacksmith here. We got all of our pig, sheep, cow, and chicken farms. This is definitely a creative addition. If you guys remember the series when I was talking about this little village here, none of these animals spawn for hundreds and hundreds of blocks. So to get a pig, cow, sheep, or chicken here would have been an absolute feat. It would have been a challenge just to get one. To get two here would have been... I guess chickens wouldn't have been so bad because you can get the eggs, but like the cows, sheep, and pigs... Oh my goodness, that would have been a feat to try to get two here just to breed them and start the farm. And then you got to worry about sandstorms and all that crap. Luckily, I turned those off for now since I'm working in creative mode here. But the coolest aspect or the coolest addition to this village is probably, I mean, that's technically like a military base, little military fort. Okay, that's pretty cool too. I'll come back to that. But I think it's this in this building here. This was supposed to be like your industrial shipping building, your storage building for the village. Like this village was supposed to, you know, have its own vehicles, or, you know, if the village needed to, these are the vehicles for the village. Got little farming stuff, lawn mowers, all the trailers back here. I made a nice little factory, or I don't know, like really it's supposed to be a storage or shipping building, but it is connected. It's got its own little gas pumps here. Man, I'm just lagging bad. I don't know why it wasn't doing this. Maybe it's OBS because it wasn't doing this when I was playing earlier. But it's got its own little refueling farm here, I guess. You got gates. These gates actually do function. This gate right here that leads into the village, and then this gate right here that leads into the facility. And this is going to be like out of town. You can see this is the border of the village. If you've never seen the Techtopian mod, this little blue wall thing is the outer limits of the village. The villagers cannot go past this blue wall here. So think of it as a world border for the villagers. So I built the wall right up to that blue limit here. and yeah, I know it's pretty cool, but I decided to connect it with a military base. If you even want to call it that. It's got 6 barracks. All of them are full. If the bed's green, well, that one's not full, is it now? Or that one. What the hell? None of them. What the heck? What the heck? Or maybe it's because I built a couple extra. I don't know. But I thought they were all full, but obviously about 2.5 are not full. Why is it when I click record with OBS, we get a blood moon? We haven't got a fucking blood moon on this world in real life weeks, man. And you're gonna very first night I'm recording, you're gonna give us blood moon. We're gonna skip that because we have the ability to. Fuck that, dude. If you're watching our Nuclear Hearts Let's Play series, it's a survival series. Highly recommend it. I'm having a ton of fun over there. We got a blood moon on night 1 and night 3. Just to kick us in the nuts. Not once, but twice. Just in case they missed both testicles, they kicked us twice. That is how that series is going. But apparently that's how this one's going to go too. But luckily I'm in creative. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I figured I'd give them actual little, what do you call these? Hoop houses, barracks. I don't know what you want to call them. But nice place for the villagers to, I guess, train. If I haven't gone in, I'll show you. So this sign right here shows that it's a barracks. This sign right here shows that it's a guard house, or you need to guard it, or maybe it's opposite. Maybe I have that backwards. Yep, I had it backwards. This shows that it's a barracks, and this shows that it's a guard place. So these villagers will actually stand guard here, and I have them guarding all their own barracks. I have them guarding the edges of the village and any building I deem of importance. But they can come in here and sleep and sit down and relax in their chairs. Also, apparently I made a mistake because I didn't give them any armor stands. They're able to train with their armor stands. You can see these guys are going to town here, absolutely laying waste to these armor stands. Look at him, man. He's jumping 2 blocks in the air. He's kicking ass. But yeah, they train their battle techniques in here. Pretty cool. I'll have to come back and add those to the other barracks because I definitely forgot them. But the only other cool thing with this village that I have done in expansion is a little missile facility. I don't know why I was like, you know, it'd be cool if I gave villagers missiles. And so I did that. And so I built these little missile silos, I guess you can call them, put the launch pads down there. And then these are just normal high explosive missiles. Nothing crazy, no EMPs, no nuclear, no fire, nothing too intense for them. I don't think they can handle that. They don't have the capability of launching it either. Only I do. So that's how I get down below. I actually went all out. I have a nice little elevator here. Use that elevator, and now I am down in the bunker, I guess you can call it. Don't know why that's there. But then you got like little hallways to access each little missile silo. So that was pretty cool. I felt pretty proud of myself for building this. That took a long time. I got like a little... We'll go in here too. Might as well, man. We got a little house for me, or I don't know what you want to call it, but like, I guess the admin building, the officers building, something of the sorts. How do I get upstairs? These doors are very annoying. Thankfully, I'm making them as annoying as possible. Oh, we got a little carpet in here. All these rooms come with functioning lights. Look at that. You got a little light switch here with the overhead lights. Pretty cool. And yes, it's supposed to be like the Admiral's room or whatever. Like if I'm at the village, this is where I would stay, right? I got a beautiful bed. I got all the furniture. I got my blinds I can shut just in case I don't want to see those pesky villagers anymore. Got myself a kitchen and a cookie jar, I guess. And then I got myself a fully functioning bathroom. Look at this. I could take a shower. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I got my little medicine cabinet there as well. Pretty cool. I was bored, so I was messing with interior, seeing what I could really do. All this interior comes from the Mr. Crayfish interior mod, so shout out to him. And I actually have a second room over here in case someone's visiting. No one will ever visit. I'm very alone on this world. Very much alone. But if in the case anyone ever does, I got a room for them. Don't you worry. Let's get out of here. These doors are very annoying. Holy cow, I apologize for that. But that's pretty much it for the Techtopian Village. I've been expanding farms, mines. I didn't go down into the mines. I could show you the mines if you no, we'll wait. If you guys want to see a Techtopian episode or something, just where we dive in deep with Techtopia, we can do that. But it's nothing crazy. Just expanding the buildings, expanding the military, and breeding the villagers is really all I've been doing here with the roads. This building's really not worth mentioning. I was trying to build like a boathouse where I can store boats and they would be safe from hurricanes or tornadoes if I ever turn those back on. You can see I kind of made the area where like the dock is in. It's going to be indoors. This will be indoors. But I obviously have not finished the building. I don't know if it's going to be like a firefighting thing or what. I don't know. There's not really a purpose for it other than like an internal place to store boats to prevent, you know, bad weather from destroying them. That's probably it. So I don't know if this building's going to be big or what, but that's it. And I don't know why I'm running away. You know what? I do know why I'm going to run away. We're going to go and follow these roads. We built them for a reason. We're not going to teleport. We're just going to go slightly south. And I built an oil refinery. Once again, creative mode comes with its perks, unlimited material. I wanted to see how massive of an oil refinery I can build. I had a very small one at my nuclear facility, but yeah, it just, I mean, it worked. You know, survival mode, I didn't need a ton of oil. I wasn't, you know, trying to fuel an entire nation worth of vehicles. Of course, my game is suffering right now. It is struggling, and it might be crashing. Uh-oh. I mean, we'll see. Alrighty, we are back, and you're not going to believe this, but after a snack break, a nap, in 3.5 hours of trying to fix this world, we are back for the tour. I must have fried it. Like, this thing must have been on the verge of fucking crashing, and I came over here with OBS open, and I ended it. I ended its whole career. I mean, holy cow, man. That took a while. Now, I can't remember which one of these I was on. I think this one. I wanted to show you. So I had to get rid of all the oil derricks. I had to get rid of all the big ass tanks. I had to get rid of the refinery, which was over here, which I was trying to talk about. Let me go ahead and put weather clear. I can't spell. Dude, I'm frustrated. If you can't tell, it took that long just to fix this world. Trying to get weather to clear. And apparently, oh yeah, sorry, that's not even it. I had to fucking lower the render distance to 2 chunks. Let's get that back up to 8. I think we should be able to get it up to 8. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. And it's nighttime here. Holy cow. I had to do a lot. Yeah, okay. I had to do a ton there. We are back. We are working. The world's good. Had to get rid of my refinery. Had to get rid of my boilers. Had to get rid of all my tanks, my oil derricks. Had to get rid of everything. If it was here, it is now gone. And that is because of the lag. So I have a guess as to what was causing it. I had 3 oil derricks going, and these are massive oil pits. I got rid of all the empty oil. Empty oil deposit. I got rid of all of it except that block right there. This was all empty oil, so this thing was sucking oil from really far away. I mean, it's not used to veins this big. Now, one alone can do that, but I had 3 of them trying to suck oil from really far away. It sounds weird, but that's probably the best way I could put that. So we're going to go ahead and refill this oil deposit thing here with normal oil, but we're not going to get the machinery running. We could get it up there, I guess, maybe. I'm not going to worry about it now, but we can get it back up there at some point. But I can't be bothered right now to do that. I really just don't want any more lag, so we're not going to worry about it. Here's an easy way to do it. You get a pickaxe, you just vein mine all the way down to the bottom here. Put another thing here. Right click it. Set air. Go ahead and do that. And then you just slowly build it up brick by brick. like so. And then use your fancy schmancy wand here. Get it across the bottom. Like so. And then you can build it up with the wand. And it's not going to do it right where I am because I was too slow. You find yourself a nice hole. Everyone's looking for a hole. The whole point of life is to find holes. There you go. Found the hole. Build it back up. So our oil deposits are all full now. We're good to go there. None of our machinery is here. Two things with that. One, I don't care, right? If this is going to be a creative world, we could just spawn it in if we need it. This was mainly for looks, so I would like to come back and rebuild it just for looks, but I can't be bothered right now because I don't want it to lag my world. I could disconnect all the redstone, therefore it won't run. We'll just have all the machinery and equipment here, so it looks cool, because right now it looks pretty dumb. It looks pretty dumb, so a little bummed out about that. Let's go ahead and get milk, get rid of this night vision. Should be daytime, right? Or have I not switched it? Nope, have not switched it. So time, set, day. There we go. And it is working beautifully. All right, getting back into our tour. Like I said, it's been like 5 real-life hours since the video was last working. So we just came from the Techtopia village. Just showed you the, well, what used to be an oil refinery, which is now just ancient ruins, I guess. But moving right along, we're moving along our highway towards our nuclear facility over here. We'll go ahead and check it out. Now, I have not finished the roads. All these roads were actually built in survival mode long before creative, and so I had to use the concrete powder because it's easy to craft concrete powder. Once I put the powder down, my plan was to come through with buckets and then harden it all into actual concrete. Obviously, that ship has sailed, and we're not going to do that, but here we are. You can probably hear my puppy barking in the background. We're at a T intersection here. Move right over here. If we go to our right, map left, this way, right here, this will take us to San Diego. Like I've been talking, this highway is not done. We're going to go ahead and take it to my left, map right, and that's going to take us past a couple of farms and over to the nuclear facility. And I almost went the wrong way there. It's like right as I say. We're going to go this way. But we did a ton, so we're going to be coming up on some farms, and notable things about these farms is they're about half survival, half creative. I did a lot of the meat in survival with, I mean, I broke probably 10 to 15 diamond axes, but the edges and just fine-tuning it, planting, a lot of that was, in fact, creative mode. Now, don't tell me corn. Is this corn or is this wheat? Nope, it's corn. Don't tell me corn's going to break my PC next. Are you kidding me? But you can see where the corn has been trying to, you could see where I did it initially. You could see like, oh, so actually, no, this is perfect. So where all this corn is for the most part fully grown, that's what I did in survival. All this stuff here that's still trying to grow is done in creative. You could see that was the most recent addition there, just getting that corner fixed. Eventually, I'm going to do it and make a natural looking corner and kind of round it off here. And my plan was to have a different vegetable over here because I don't need too much corn. I mean, that's already enough corn. One harvest of this is enough to eat for a real Minecraft year. I mean, that's a lot of corn. That is a ton. Was that a bird? Yeah, okay, that was a bird. I was trying to figure out what that was. But moving along, we should have 2 more farms here. Never got the ones over here done. That'd be a cool project. I'd like to build a farm for you guys in a video if that's something you guys would be interested in. Kind of, I'm hoping to do like more time lapses or like where I speed up the video ×2 speed or something, and just pure Minecraft sped up ASMR. I think it sounds kind of dope. Let me know how you guys feel. But this is a farm pretty much all done in creative. I did start it in survival, but yeah, it's mostly done in creative. You can even see I never even got to planning it anymore. It'd be for looks, which I'm gonna have to start staggering out my farms a little bit more because here's another one. This is a hemp farm, out of all things. That's kind of funny. Look at this, industrial hemp. But this, all that's planted was actually survival. All this over here was actually, you know what? No, I think this one was full survival and that one was full creative. Because otherwise this would be fully planted. The only reason it's not planted more is because I ran out of hemp seed in survival mode, I'm pretty sure. Whoa, I just picked that up. I could be wrong, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, maybe we could do some farming. Some episodes where we just like speed it up ×2 speed and build some farms, farmland, and all that good stuff. Clear out the trees and everything. But we're still following the roads, and I intentionally left these desert structures here. I thought they looked awesome, like as ruins, and I thought that'd be really cool to just leave these here. I was never going to touch them. And really, it's the border between that area and this area that we're coming up on, which is, this is supposed to be the mob farm. So if there's going to be lore in the world, like a zombie outbreak or anything, it was going to start with this, pretty much. But we're supposed to have fully automatic mob farms. Now, this is once again half survival, half creative. I will say the roof is creative, but these first three right here are all survival. All these extra walls and this whole side is creative. The second floor is creative. But it is half and half. I mean, like I said, this world had a lot of survival aspect to it. Hold up. Trying to get in here. So there are silk touch spawners. Okay, how do I get it? I guess I should go in through the roof. Okay, yep. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I need to go in through the roof. I thought I could get in through here. But there are a silk touch pickaxe can mine mob spawners. So we'd go to dungeons and all kinds of cool stuff, and we would mine up spawners. And of course, I choose one where there's a light and a spawner. But yeah, so all these creeper spawners are actually from the roguelike dungeons. We went down there with silk touch pickaxes, mined them, brought them up here, and they are still fully functional. We did that with the next door room as well. Let me guess where this one is. Right here. Perfect. Perfect. And this one is, oh, the Vindicators. Yeah, for emeralds. So yeah, we were actually grinding emeralds, or we would have. We never really, I guess, officially started. But oh, and this one actually had a roof still open. I'm dumb. Yep, because I didn't do the lights yet. Okay, yep. It's all coming to me. And then we have witches. Now, I do think only 4 of these were survival. I do think the other 5 were creative, if I'm going to be honest. And then obviously everything over here is going to be creative. Well, maybe. We'll see. I have a lot of mob spawners, and maybe I could go find like one of the all diamond ones from down in the dungeon or something. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's what this is supposed to be, a place to grind mobs in survival mode. Obviously, that ship has once again sailed, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, I did mention that this is going to be a military base. So where we are is right here, and we're going to enter a military base. Now, you can kind of see where I started this fence. This straight line was going to be like the outer perimeter, the outer fence of the military base. And you can even see the sidewalk ends there, so that might be the case. But I do have like this pretty neat antenna looking thing. I'm not entirely sure, if it's anything more than that. It doesn't have any purpose. I never raided this. Are you kidding me? All those fucking years in survival, and I've never raided this building is actually kind of insane. But I guess, yeah, it's just kind of a visual thing. It looks cool. It's an antenna. Preferably it'd be on a military base. Same with that, I mean, I guess I did put a fence around it. I need to add barbed wire. But yeah, at this point, we're building stuff for functionality, I guess, if you could. Like, if the world were to function in survival mode, it's not gonna, but if it were to, it would work. But we're really going for design as well, because it's creative mode. So I don't know. If I can find like a mix between the two where it's like, yeah, it's functional, but it looks good. Yeah, I'm fine with that. It doesn't have to be the most functional thing in the world, because we're not going to use it. Obviously. This is my original oil refinery that I was talking about. This one I've had for years. This is when I found out there was oil in the game. I made it my goal to build this up. And this is a very small version of it. But it works. The other one was more for looks, and obviously I made it way too powerful, way too demanding, and that was a pain in the ass. Funny enough, before this became a creative world, like one of the last days in survival, before I made a copy of the world to do creative, I finally reorganized my entire base in here. So if you remember any episodes way back, when this was my headquarters, essentially, I had some machinery in here. I had all kinds of chests. It was a mess. It was a nightmare. You couldn't walk in here. It was terrible. It was bad. But we sorted that out. We got some signs of stuff I wanted to do. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do that now. This one really hasn't changed. We still got our Tinker's Construct furnace. But where the magic is happening is not even in here. Actually, yeah, this is the Ender IO and the Immersive Engineering, except for this chemical plant, which I meant to move, and I forgot. But all the magic's actually happening in this building right here. And let's just go in the way we're supposed to, right? I built it for a reason. This is, I guess, a factory. You can call it a factory. My HBM Nuclear Tech Mod factory. You enter. This is supposed to be a storage area. Once again, they all come with their own custom lights. Pretty neat. But this is supposed to be where I store shipments in and out. Unfortunately, I haven't finished all the lighting in here. But in here, we have our ore acidizer room. Now, in survival mode, these things are freaking awesome. This is where you can turn 1 iron ore into 3 iron ore, essentially. It's a little bit more complicated. Different process, but to dumb it down, that's essentially what it does. Rotten flesh into leather, which I was always needing leather. Beautiful. Absolute whores when it comes to energy and power. But man, are they awesome. moving along, we have our centrifuges. I'm going to try to fly just so we don't have to listen to me step so much. Holy cow. It's getting loud. And then electric furnaces. So we'd come in here and smelt stuff down. I mean, there's a ton of stuff. You could put it through the ore acidizers, bring it into here. The centrifuge would break it down, move it next door. The electric furnaces would cook it. If not, we had a couple more rooms going, I think. Let's see. Pretty sure this was just a storage room. Yes, it is. And then this is, yep, this was going to be our machine room here. And you can see our working lights here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go and turn those off because we're not really in here enough. But we have all of our assembly machines here. And like I said, our chemical plants were supposed to be over here. Have not moved them yet. Have not completed it. But that is okay. Shutting some of these annoying doors just because. I'm going to turn all these lights off. If I find a light switch, let's just turn it off because we're not in here. Not in survival mode. And I think the lights make it just a tad bit laggy. Okay, for the life of me, I don't know where this light switch is. Oh, right here. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's one more room I wanted to show you. This is the power room. This is where we're going to store all of our energy. And I really haven't filled it up. I don't know why I haven't done that. But yeah, these are all different levels of energy storage blocks. You have the normal, very low. This is only 1 million. This one's 50 million, which really is not a lot in terms of the HBM nuclear tech mod. I mean, there are nuclear reactors that will produce that in seconds. Meanwhile, this will take a while. These are ones I've spawned in creative. I don't even know what 1.0 THE is, but it is a lot. You can see up here at the top, HE. We're already in the, nope, we're at 282 million. So there you go. This is already 6 times more energy in this one storage block. And it hasn't even filled up a fucking bar down here. So when they're full, there's more orange. You can see that one's empty. If I come down here, it's all orange. It's full. So we have 6 times as much, 300 million power. And it's not even close. So I don't know what that is, but you can see it is filling up incredibly slow. Actually, all of them are. And that is because my power source unit, and I'll show you that it's the bottom of it right there where it collects the power. But I'll go ahead and go outside and I'll show you exactly what it is. Because I don't really know how to explain it all that well. I don't know if it has to do with magnets or just like opposite energy, something to do. I'm not entirely sure how it creates power. All I know is it works and I like it. But it's this really tall building here. I'll go ahead and tell you the name of it. It is the ZPE Potential Generator, if I can talk. And I have 2 wings of them. So essentially, you put this top and there's a bottom, that red one. And the further apart they are, the more energy they create. So if I were to build this taller, it would actually create more energy. I didn't want to build it too tall because we're getting to that. We have more missile silos. We have an airport next to us. Airports and tall buildings don't mix, so I didn't want to try that, but it's pretty common. We'll move over to our airport here. You know what, really not a lot to talk about. I guess you get a better view from the map than if I actually explore it. You can see I spawned a couple of planes in, but we got our taxiways, we got our runways. I do want to build hangars and stuff like that, but that's it for the airport. I mean, it looks really cool. I work as an air traffic controller in real life, so I tried to make it as realistic as possible. Obviously, in Minecraft, that's always going to be a bit of a challenge. This is a natural spawning building, a naturally spawning building, or I guess a modded building that spawned naturally with the mods back when they did that. I did change them up a little bit. There used to be like this whole secondary part to it and stairs to get up to the top here. I said, nope, got rid of that. I went ahead and tore all that out, and I actually tore out the middle here. Wow, we got a lag spike. Come on, stick with me, game. And once again, elevators are awesome, man. You pop right up, and look at us. We're up top here. And we are right underneath the giant satellite dish here. We got 2 of those, did that to 2 of them. Before I get too far, I want to keep moving. All these back in survival mode. Once again, I was trying to do everything I can to make this world work. One thing that you could do is absolutely mine the piss out of everything. I was planning to do this, mine from surface to bedrock, and every loaded chunk that had modded material, just to stretch this world as long as possible. I didn't deem it necessary. I mean, I was like, at some point we're going to run into stuff and this world's over. And frankly, there's a lot of materials that didn't spawn that I need for the nuclear tech mod that I need. Yeah, they only spawn in the natural world. The Earth fucked it up somehow. So that is unfortunate. I was planning to move all these somewhere else just for show once again because we don't need them to be functional. But you can see this is what I did in survival. I spent this much time with these mining or these automatic miners, and I dug this big of a cavern out, and I can't believe how big it is still. Let me get some torches. All right, that's gonna have to be good enough. I definitely, yeah, I still miss some areas, but I'm trying to light it up as I go. My goal is to cover this all up and then make it look natural up top again. You can kind of see that's what I did here with this sand. But I don't know if I could build anything on top of it. I'd be kind of nervous too. Like one creeper explosion and you fall all the way to bedrock. So once again, it's creative, so it doesn't really matter. I built this nuclear, not nuclear. Oh, it can be nuclear, but I built this missile silo area, missile silo base. I don't know what you call this, but we got 15 missile silos. We got just our normal light duty, high explosive ones, the same ones that the Techtopia village had here. I guess I got to actually look into it. We had a couple incinerary, I believe. We had some anti-ballistic right here, and I think I kept the other 5 empty just for now. I'm kind of worried. I don't know if they explode naturally, like if they take damage or something, if they will explode, and I didn't want to put any nuclear there unless I was ready to launch them, because if a high explosive or an inferno or whatever this is explode, might cause some damage, but I mean, it's not going to reach the other buildings. A nuclear one, it's going to wipe out this whole place. So I don't think they do, but just in case they do, there's no reason to put them there except for show. So I'll hold off for now. I got a couple of buildings that I was working on interior-wise. These obviously go to the satellites. This obviously goes to the nuclear, or to the missile silo base. I think there's some interior to them. I do know I have elevators. Let's see. I want to say they have some... Nope, this one does not appear to. So yeah, actually... Maybe it's the first floor because I blocked it off over there. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I redid it a little bit. Oh, there's really nothing in here, but I did redo it a little bit. I don't even think the lights work because I did copy and paste the building, like, over. So maybe, but with that, that's pretty much it for our tour. I mean, there's no changes over here, but I can show you if you're new to this world and you're new to this mod pack, ignore this. This was my first attempt at one of the mining drills. But over here is my first attempt at a nuclear power plant. Pretty cool. It does work. It's not the most powerful nuclear power plant in the world, but it gets the job done. And I did it smartly. So this structure right here is the original, like, modded spawn building, the structure. Obviously I tweaked it up a little bit. Oh, gosh. But it's non-functioning. These 3 buildings here are non-functioning. But who can get rid of this? Are you kidding me? One of the steam cooling towers for a nuclear power plant. I mean, that looks cool. So, of course, I had to keep that. This is actually where all the magic, or I guess witchcraft, depending how you look at it, is going on. This is our nuclear reactor in here. It's really hard to see, but these concrete bricks actually keep all radiation, for the most part, contained. It's also encased in water. So between water and the concrete bricks, you can stand here without any protection, and you will barely get radiated. Barely. Enough that you still probably want to wear a suit to be safe, but I have a decontaminator and an absorber here just in case. But you can see, I mean, this thing, I think it creates about 30 million power in one run before it gets too hot. I don't want to run it because I actually don't know what it's like in there right now, what condition the rods are in. Actually, it'll tell me. Yeah, the rods are at 0%. So if I run it now, it's just going to automatically turn off. So, yeah, I don't want to mess with that right now. But yeah, we got a nuclear power plant that we were working on. And this was all done in survival. I have not touched this at all in creative mode that I'm aware of. I mean, there's really nothing here. I know for sure the reactor and stuff was all done in survival because we broke down a ton of material. You can see these are all our fuel rods we had. And they might be over here. But I was trying to take all of the... Oh, yep, there it is, nuclear waste. The depleted uranium fuel. I was trying to break that down so I can craft weapons out of it, which is a terrible thing to say. But, yeah, there we go. I don't know why. That's just because it's... I don't know why it did that, actually. That is weird. Yeah, the barbed wire's facing the wrong way. Still works, nonetheless. But that is pretty much it for our tour. I'm going to go ahead and start the series. I may start tonight with the highway. My first objective is going to be connecting this road to San Diego. But let me know what you guys think if you guys do or don't like the series. Nuclear Hearts is still going to continue. That is survival only. This will be creative only. So if you guys kind of want some ASMR, Think, like I said, some time lapse, speed up the videos, just construction, that type of stuff. We'll do that on this world since it's creative, and then we'll do all the survival stuff with the mods over on the Nuclear Hearts series, which will be pretty cool. As long as the lag does not affect it. But I did have to turn off like 10 mods. I wasn't using them, or they were survival based, and it's like, I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. Like Zombie Awareness, still in the Nuclear Heart series, but like I'm in creative here. Zombie Awareness isn't going to do anything, and I'm in peaceful, so stuff like that. But I may tinker with this mod pack a little bit, just trying to get it a little less laggy. But that is it for this world. I hope you guys do enjoy. And let me know down below one more time. And thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Look at the bird.